Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planethead. We are on day 14 of my creation of the fleet um, character creation. Um, if you're wondering what this is, it is a series to create a fleet character as an alpha character in the first 15 days that can fly ships up to battle cruisers within so that I can fleet up with anybody out there for each one of the four major factions. So just going to dive right into it. Right now, I am currently in. Oop, there we go. Because of course you need to see more of me. Whatever. Um, every time I make a joke, do I take a drink of coffee? No idea. Um, where was I? So I'm on my way. I'm in the Great Wildlands right now. Let's go ahead and minimize this. I'll just show you where I'm at and give you what I'm kind of trying to do today. So before I jump in here, I'm in EO2. If you watched yesterday's episode, or the last couple days of episodes, I came in from Eppinger here. I circled up through, was able to do a couple relic and data sites in this area, dropped off my loot in EO2 right here, and then yesterday was kind of interesting because I did a big loop around this way, and I really didn't think I'd make it the whole direction. Actually, I went down and over a little bit farther. But really, there was no sites. I did want to check out. Back in the day, there used to be um, a Freeport in. I thought it was 58K, but it's actually in 504Z to see if that was still there. It is still there. So if you're ever out in Great Wildlands, you can dock up there right now. It's been there for quite a while. I also wanted to check out NTAC 6. There used to be two there, if I remember correctly. Those are now gone. I'm not sure what happened, but they are no longer there. And then I checked out the rest of the area. I don't know if there's other free ports in the Great Wildlands. It is a pretty barren area. That's what it's made for. It's used for a lot of transporting of goods, and a lot of large fleets head from Curse or Scalding Pass up to Cache and Geminite. I remember when I lived out here, that's they used a lot of this because you can get from point A to point B as a large fleet pretty quickly. You want to be careful going through here, especially in areas like this, um, or up here, or right here, where you only have one gate to jump in and out of or through, because those are spots that can be guarded. Actually, this is a really bad one right here. You want to be careful of. Um, so you want to go with a friend or just be really careful. Um, I did drop off my loot. I didn't get anything yesterday, which was kind of saddening. So I'm actually going to pick up my loot and try to head back to um, HiSec and over the next 2 days, and hopefully at the end of that, be able to sell it and buy some um, hulls, HULLS, um, for the ships that I want to fly when I get back from vacation. Um, these videos were made 20 days prior, so by the time you're seeing this video, I should be returning. I'm actually on the road. I'll hopefully be putting out some videos in while I'm out and about, but I don't want that to be the number one thing. So I made up a bunch of videos and did an experiment that I could time out over the 15 days I'm gone. Alrighty, so let's get going. We're going to go ahead and claim our daily gift here. So we're going to get there. Is that a capsular crate? Permaman head. Oh, that's pretty cool. Cool. Oh, I have one unread email. I'm sure it's probably somebody wanting to get me to join. What do you think? Pandemic Horde or uh, the Brave Newbies or another group? Whenever you're a new character, you will get emails. Rookie Corp invite. Thank you. So I have nothing against these. That is their way of recruitment, and that's awesome. I do not say that you can't be recruited. Um, this game is about community. So if that helps you get furthered, it will, but I don't really need it for this character. So where are we going to? We are going to try to get to Eggbinger today. That will get me to Losec. So EGBINGR. And we're going to go ahead and set destination. It's 9 jumps from here. I'd actually not like to get there today. I don't want to get blown up, but I wouldn't mind finding a couple of relic or data sites along the way and slow me down. I do limit myself to 30 minutes a day for this character, just to see if I can do it in the 15 days. Because obviously you could just sit around and play for a long time, but I have a limited amount of time that I can play. And then I want to play my main characters. So, I'm going to grab all of the stuffs. There we go. Get rid of the rookie chat. Good. Now, even though I put on my autopilot to get this destination, there's a good chance I might not fly this exact route. This is just me a beginning and an end. Reason being, a lot of times when I used to come up through here, there would be gate camps here and here. So I may swing up through UNJ and swing around, because the autopilot will put you on the fastest route to get there, which then the gankers, or they're not gankers, they're I don't view people out here as gankers. They are gate campers. They will figure out what the auto route is, and they're looking for people that are using that. So I usually try to go around and see if I can. Sometimes you can avoid them, sometimes you can't. This is literally like 22 minutes out after downtime, so it should be really quiet out here. So I'm hoping that that will not slow me down. We can go right off the bat and see if we got any. Don't have anything there. Now I've set up a bunch of save spots as I was coming out here. So if nobody is in system, I'm gonna go gate to gate. I'm not gonna bother with. Oop, shoot! We just had somebody come in. Hopefully they're not on this gate. It's amazing how often you can set yourself to fly to a gate and jump, and then suddenly somebody comes in system. It's like my mutant ability to hit jump and have it start to warp, and then somebody show up. Okay, so they probably went the other direction. They booted in and then left, and they're not here, so they were probably going in the opposite direction, which is cool. See if anything is here. Ooh, we got 2 sites. And I don't have any save locations in this one. So make a safe spot. All I'm doing is warping to a random planet or celestial and then creating a save spot. If you've watched my videos, you've seen me do it 1,000 times and probably explain it 999 times. But as I'm going out here, I'm going to check every one of the cosmic signatures as long as nobody is in system. So we'll go ahead and pump out our combat probes. Cool. We'll warp back to the safe spot just to be careful. And maybe we'll get a little lucky. Okay. Just as a reminder for this 15 days that I'm doing this for, if I were to find a relic or a data site, I will scan it down, and then I will use my cargo scanner to get the largest boxes, but I will leave a few out there of the ones that are not useful, because then it just might slow down other explorers from coming through here at the same time. Okay, bump this up just to get that sight again. It's very strange for me to be able to do this with this alpha character. He is maxed out with alpha skills, but and you can explore the ship that I built that fits. Allows me the largest amount of probe strength that I can think of as an alpha character using Tech 1 equipment without using implants. So it's giving me a 76.2 probe strength, which allows me to scan down, so far, every level 4 cosmic signature. Does take a little bit longer because since I've focused on the probe strength, I'm not focused on the resolution, the scan deviation, the resolution. That is how much it varies off of the scan. So it's almost like firing grape shot versus a regular cannonball. You don't get the accuracy, but you have a chance of getting more things in it. Maybe that's a bad analogy. I have no idea. I've been watching a lot of YouTube documentaries on war. And I was just watching a really good one about, oh, that's a gas site. Cool. So we're going to pull that in, reload, and we'll keep on keeping on. On the Napoleonic era, I'd never actually studied that a whole lot or read up on it. I'd mostly focused as a kid and later on about World War II. During the pandemic, I watched a lot of videos on World War I and naval battles. I never really thought much about that one either. That was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. It was interesting to watch how ships fought more like their counterparts on land versus using different things. That's the way they knew how to fight. So they would get in these long lines of ships and just blast at each other. So some really great YouTube videos out there. Mark Felton does really good videos about World War II, but there's a lot of other places out there. I'm surprised I don't have save spots here. So maybe I just made a run for it to get in there. I've got one cosmic signature in the area. Since nobody is in system, I'm just going to get this site up and going. There we go. And let's see what this site is. I'll pop you out to 8. This is why I kind of say this a lot, why I think a lot of players, maybe not their first run through of Eve, like creating a character, but maybe their second character, I think should focus on being an exploration character. First run, do whatever you want, do the career missions, stuff like that, get a feel for it, but invariably you've got 3 spots on your account. I always think when I first started, I started off with my venture, and this was 10 years ago. Then I had, and I burned out after like 6 months. And then I came back, this was 12 years ago. And then when I came back later on, I started doing a little bit of scanning, but I went back right into mining. That's a wormhole. We don't need it. Time to move on. But with the exploration side of it, I have learned so much. And not just going out to get ISK and stuff like I'm doing right now. Feeling comfortable to travel all over Eve. You can do it in very, very, very inexpensive ships. Maybe the most inexpensive ships that are out there. But also, you can just learn different areas and be in different areas that you've never been near. So, okay, anything in this one? I really would have thought I made some saves. Whoa! Okay, yeah, there's a lot of sites here. Maybe this is where we hunker down for a little bit. Planet 5, warp to 100, Control B. That's why. Oh, I am so stupid. I'm not going the direction I thought I was. I'm so sorry. Um, that's hysterical. Um, so I just turned the autopilot on, assuming that this would be the fastest route for me to get to where I wanted to be. What ended up happening was I thought I was going to go out this direction. I think I actually, yeah, I went from here to here to here, and then it's going to, well, you get to see stuff that you're not planning on. Um, where is Eppinger? So that would, then it's probably taking me up through here into Molden Heath. Yep, and then I'm going, then it wants me to go that direction. So I'm actually going to get to Golfinoti a little bit faster by accident. That is hysterical. Okay, I don't mind. There's nobody in system. Let's check and see if there's anything in these sites. Did I warp to a planet? Yes, I did. So, we'll just go ahead and turn our micro warp drive. We'll probe, and that's why there's so many sites here. I don't mind. I don't know if I've ever been. I'm sure I've flown through here before, but I don't know if I've spent any time. There are no stations or no, and that's why there's a Fortizar here. There's no stations here, or NPC stations. Well, we will just hunker down right here and scan all these down. Maybe we'll get a relic site. How much time do I have left? I'm at 17 minutes, so I got plenty of time. I have a feeling that all of these sites are going to take that long, unless they're all like gas sites. Oops. Did not mean to minimize that. Or wormholes. So we'll check this one out. But getting back to what I was saying, you know, doing being an explorer, it will give you so many options. Not only being able to see places you haven't seen, get into wormhole space, to be able to actually fly out to Nullsec and get using wormholes. It teaches you tactics about gates and gate camps and all sorts of different things. So my suggestion is, if this is your second character and you're watching these, or even your first, jump out there. Don't limit yourself to high sec, or you could actually end up joining a corporation right off the bat. Create a second character that's not affiliated with anybody. And you can always pull up an exploration character and have content. That's a big one. To be able to, maybe I've got my fleet character, maybe I've got my mining character, but each one of those, maybe the fleet character doesn't have a current fleet that he's going to be joining up with. Maybe the mining character, there's people that are camping their system and hindering them. But an exploration character, you can 99.9% of the time always have something to go do. Like today, I woke up and I thought, I have something to go do. I'm going to go scan. The other thing being, if all hell breaks loose and you lose everything you have, you always have something easy to fall back on. There is a data site. Maybe we can get some ISK. So yeah, that's my rant. What level is this? Level 3? Yep, that's a level 3. almost there. One more. Just make sure it's hovering over it. It's interesting too. I never focused on speed of my probes, but that actually helps things. Oh, that's an Aegis. Oh, shoot. Aegis is, if I remember correctly, Aegis data sites actually have defenders in them, and you have to fly specific ships to do them, so I can't do that site with the ship that I have right now. That's not a problem. We'll go right back out here and do what we were doing. Watch, I'm going to scan down all these sites, and there's not going to be anything I can do. Okay. The other thing too is I don't go crazy. This is very, very relaxing for me sometimes, especially in the morning. I'm not very good at PvP. If I'm not awake, my PvE skills, I will allow myself to get almost dead. Okay, now we got somebody in system. Just need to keep a little bit of an eye out. If he hangs out too long, we will move on our way. Sentin Owl. I like that. Been around for a year. He's just a regular character. There is a chance that that character is just a character that just sits on in this area to watch to see who comes in and out of it, because this region, this system is on the border of Null and Losec. Oh, it's a relic site. Well, I haven't seen any of it, and it's a venture. Okay, I'm cool with that. Could also be that it is a Cyno beacon or a Cyno. I don't care. It's a venture. I'm not too worried about ventures. And I want this relic site. I want ISK. Just going to keep my D-scan up at all times. Minimize that. That out. Kate Sancha. What level is this? This is a level 3. Okay. D-scan. Good, good, good. Shoot. Why did I do that? So there's my relic site. I'm just going to warp to it. I'm hoping this shouldn't be an issue. I haven't seen any other scan probes. Maybe I can get this one done and then move on. I don't like this other guy sitting here. Although he's in a venture, so how do I know that? Because I was D-scanning earlier and he wasn't there, and then he showed up, and then he's the only guy that's been here. So let's see here. We got some debris, some rubble. Let's do the debris and the remains first. I'm doing is cargo scanning each one of these to see if there's any that are really worthwhile. That's 75,000. We don't care about the debris. 289. I'm limiting myself to only doing boxes that are worth $1 million or more. That's the one. 25 million right there. That's a couple of frigates. So I'm only going to focus on this. Keep my D-scan up. And cross our fingers. I'm not fully awake yet, so I could make some mistakes with this. Decrypt. There we go. That makes me feel better. It makes me feel a lot better. Although sometimes I do this and okay. Nice. Looted. D-scan. Anything. No. Still nothing. Except for that little venture sitting out there. Unlock. Unlock. We're going to just check the rest of these and make sure there's nothing there. Oops. I already did the debris. Why did I? Unlock. We're going to do rubble, rubble, rubble. And it was a huge get. You can tell I'm not awake yet because 25 million is a nice little run. Good. It's a great box. Last one here. $9.48. I'm just going to leave all these. If there's somebody who wants them, they can get them. Planet 7, warp within 100, Control B, safe 1. I just noticed something. There are 4 gates here, literally right next to each other. That is really interesting. So I've seen where there's been 2 gates that are really, really close, but these are really similar. And what I'm saying there is this one of them here? 78Q. So this is the one outlier. This is the one that I came through on. But the other gates, are they there? They're not there. Over here? Yeah, they're all out by here. There's wow. There's 1, 2, 3. Is there a 4th one? Oh, there is 4. Okay. Yeah, all 4 of these are right there. I'm actually going to warp to the planet that's near them. Not to the actual gates. Why am I doing that? I want to get as close to the planets as possible. Planet that I'm going to. I'm going to watch my distance here. I want to get it under 1 AU. There we go. The reason why I'm doing that, notice how now they're actually showing up here. Now if I D-scan them down, I can look at each gate at a 5 degree and they don't all show up with the same information. Now, so if somebody was sitting at these gates, I can now check them from this spot. Well, actually the save spot that I made. So we're going to warp back to the save spot. I think it was this one. And I need to make sure that that is the right, named right. Nope, I went to the wrong one. This is the one that I was doing, so I can just edit it. And I'm about to sneeze. So I'm going to pause it because I don't want you guys to see that. Hey guys, so I didn't realize whenever I paused it earlier when I was going to sneeze, I accidentally, instead of pausing it, stopped the video. Nothing much happened since there. I realized after I went there that I could get out of LowSec a lot faster. I was in Kabi here, if I remember correctly. I moved up to UBET, and then I realized I was just a little ways off of HiSec here. So, long story short, I flew over to Mohas and dropped off my, or just parked, and then figured out that Rennes is the closest trade hub to where I'm at currently. So tomorrow's video, I will fly to Rennes, sell my stuff, see how many ship holes that I can buy off of that, and then I've only got probably about 50 or 60 million isk worth of junk in my stuff, and I think I have some other money there. But we'll see what I can do. So that'll be interesting. That'll be the 15th video of the series, the end of the series, and then I should be back soon from my vacation. If not right away, if I haven't gotten already back by the time this airs. And then we'll take up from there. Alrighty, fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however you want. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.